No, Glenn, I have not solved my leak. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Jimmy. Welcome to the initial... Welcome to the pilot episode of Death Valley Nights. As you can see set up here behind me, I am learning some new software because we are going to have a really fun winter. I will get everybody here a chance to get into the chat, and then I will make an announcement. And let's see, manage the broadcast. I'm not exactly sure. Okay. Hi, Philip. Hi. Yes, thank you. I love my hair. Hi, Lisa. I cut 7 inches off of my hair. Sorry for all you folks who love long hair. All I got to say is it will grow back. Ah, hi, Mary. And Case. And Scott. Yes. And Bo, thank you. I have the best hairdresser, but she lives 8 hours away. But we're trying tonight, so welcome everyone. I'm giving a chance everybody to come inside. I am attempting to figure out how to do OBS for us. It is not working, I don't think. Well, okay. This is why we're doing a pilot episode. This is exactly why we're doing a pilot episode. The leak is not fixed. I was really hoping that this was going to work. So let's see here. Yes, OBS takes practice, says Larry. Shalom, my friend, Shaycasters. I do realize it takes practice. That's why we're practicing here tonight. Worst case scenario, the next episode, we just roll with it and I do originally what I was going to do. Hi, Larry and Joyce. How are you? As I just realized that I hopefully said the right name, because I always get Larry's wife's name mixed up because she has the name of one of my family members, but then I always get them confused. But I do believe it's Joyce, and it's not Alice. So what are we doing here tonight? Well, the goal was to connect my OBS software to my live stream because I'm going to start a new series for us this winter. And the new series is called Death Valley Nights. I will be putting a survey up on my page. Let's get that in the mix here. I will be putting a survey on my page. I can't guarantee that I will pick the time that is best for you, but I'm just going to get a little dig for a little information. I would like to have it be at night. We're going to do this once a week, and we are going to talk about Death Valley days. But so far at the exact moment, this is not working. So that's okay. That's okay. And Glenn and Karen, who else? But I took video. I took video of my roof to send to Mobile Tech. I also had Case, and I had Goldfield Gary and my friend Bud, who all were giving me some different advice on how I could fix my roof. Hey, Charles. And oh, I'm so glad that Joyce sends her best. I just love Larry and Joyce. And yes, I got a new do. And welcome, Von Dutch. So let's see here. I want to show you the video of my roof. And let's go with round 2. Let's see. Let's just close this down for a second because obviously it did not connect like it told me it was going to on YouTube. And so I'm not going to have you guys waste your time at the moment, but let's pull up. Let's see here. I could probably make it big screen. We're going with round 2 because we need to talk about my roof. I definitely need to talk about my roof. I need to do something about it. Last night I was in the house. It was my niece's birthday, and we have a teenager in the house now, which is rather lovely. I noticed that she looks the same. She's just a little older. And so I came in about a half hour before my live stream, and there was just puddles everywhere. I do believe I probably need to coat the whole top. I had originally bought some kind of caulking stuff to go around the edges, but because I did not accomplish that task last year and the stuff was in the garage, it is dead. It is no longer okay. Yes, I did get a haircut. I did get a haircut. I had to go to California, and I want to thank everyone for being so understanding about the kind of fizzle out at the end of Vlogtober. Because there's been 3 really big things that just happened to me, and they were all quite sad. And as my good friend Andrea Pin in the Atlas reminded me, is that I was probably grieving about all 3 things at the same time because they all just kind of hit one after another. And the third one was my brother losing his service dog, and losing the service dog and losing his best friend. And it happened 2 hours after I landed in California, which not only was I unexpected to be so emotional about it. I'd never had a dog before. I had no idea how that's how I was going to feel. And I also felt really helpless that I was so far away when I know that I wasn't helpless and I did a lot to help my brother. I do have a couple videos that did not get up for Vlogtober, but that you're going to see. One, which I know my good friends from back east have been waiting for, because I installed my hitch receiver. And it's giant, and it goes all the way up underneath the truck or my car. And I installed it with the help of my brother. And so that video will be coming tomorrow or Friday. And yeah, so there is that. And I just want to say thank you for everybody. I also have another big announcement. Whoa, hold on. I got another one. Totally forgot. I am starting a second channel based upon Vlogtober. I didn't necessarily like vlogging every day. That was a little intense, but I did like vlogging, and it doesn't quite fit with my history in hiking. And my boss, who is YouTube, wants me to kind of niche down. So I realized, you know what? I can just start a second channel for everybody who just wants to see JenniGives more. That's what it's going to be called. I'm waiting for the approval from my boss at YouTube. And that's where I will be able to drop vlog videos. I'll be able to drop weird stuff that doesn't make sense with history, hiking, or small town living. And, you know, if I want to just do, I don't know, if you want to watch me paint, then I can do that there. And it's not going to mess with what I've been creating on my own channel with JenniGives. So there'll be announcements for that. And I've got a good vlog. Yes, more Jenny, Anthony. Are you Greek, Anthony? You have a Greek last name, I think. But yes, JenniGives More is what it's going to be calling, because that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. I also realized it's going to give me a creative outlet for when I do want to do something, just kind of off the cuff like I like to do. And then I won't have to make a weird, hey, this is something different. Who is Von Dutch? Let's see. Who is Von Dutch? Von Dutch is my friend. Can I tell your name? Can I say your name? I know who he is. I know where he lives. I know what he looks like. He has been vetted through all the channels. He is my moderator. I have another moderator named John, and they are there to help me remind you to, if you can, to please donate to my channel so I can put gas in my car to get back into the Death Valley. I have a giant shout out to my friends and Patreons who do generously give. But as you all probably realize, we are all in a giant recession. So, and let's see. Yes, Vertical Rocker. That's what he's highlighted with a wrench. That means you are one of my moderators. If you would like to be a moderator, you can. Pretty much a moderator, though, they have jobs. You're there to make sure nobody's messing with people. You make sure that nobody's talking about stuff they're not supposed to be talking about. You're constantly reminding people to smash that like button, pump my stock. And if anybody is new here listening, hi, I'm Jenny. I just realized I forgot to introduce myself because not everybody who's watching has seen me before. And okay, originally Panagiotopoulos. Panagiotopoulos. Is that right? Greek names are so fun to pronounce. Yes, that's what the wrenches meant. That's exactly what the wrenches mean. And some people have lots of wrenches. I just only asked a few people if you want to be a wrencher, that's great. Because for sure for Death Valley, for once I get this working properly, this right here working properly, what we're going to do is we're going to watch Death Valley days together, and we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to go to the places where they filmed, and I'm so excited to share this with you. Pump my stock. Yes, that's a big giant thumbs up, and that's a giant shout out to CoffeeZilla, one of my favorite YouTube channels. He's always talking about pumping his stock, so I copied that from him. But yes, I always could use some help. Yes, I know, but it's going to be a minute before we get to the Reagan years. It'll be a minute before we get to the Reagan years, for sure. So let's see here if we can watch what my roof looks like. And I see that somebody had said, what did they say? I'm scrolling back. I don't remember what people said. Something about, it's like you roll it on your roof. But I'm going to hold this up and let's just see what happens. And then you can see what my roof looks like. So let's make this sound come up. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's go at it sideways and see what happens. This is fun. This is technology at its finest. Okay, obviously, I am not all the way on the top of the roof. I am absolutely afraid of heights. It's that vent back there that I bought this caulking stuff to scrape it off and then reseal it. Hold on. Okay, I got one step higher. I kind of feel like I'm okay, but obviously if these vents look like this, then that one is probably going to look the same. My friend Bud said there's like this roofing stuff that I can roll, but I don't have the finances for that right at this moment. And we'll go take a picture of the stuff that I do have, and I think that's what I need to do in the time being. Okay. Could you even see that? That was weird. And then I went looking for that caulking stuff because it's supposed to just putty on there. And that thing exploded in the garage. I also found 2 other things that we apparently put in the garage, and the garage is not temperature, safe, I guess. And so the roof is not cracked, Philip, but almost every single seal around the roof looks like it has issues, like it's not even really sealed. So scrape the goop off and then re-goop. Yeah, see now, Vertical Walker, what is this white elastic stuff? See, that's what I'm getting the mix of the 2 things. And so I'm wondering if we can have a small dialogue, because I think for the moment, it's a more economical choice for me to caulk around the sides, I think, is what has to happen maybe. And yes, Dan, I am wearing a sweater. I have put in my order to my friend's husband is a woodworker, and so we're gonna get some pallets, and he's gonna make something to go over my propane. But I just reconnected my propane tanks last week, thank goodness, because it is cold. It was freezing last night. I woke up to snow on Mount Charleston, and it actually snowed in Vegas yesterday because, yeah, look at where we live. It's weird stuff going on. I was looking for my tea. So there's that, but I'm not sure what the two differences are. And I will be sending an email to Mobile Tech, because Mobile Tech, who is a YouTube channel here, basically fixes haulers and trailers. That's his gig. And so I'm just gathering the information, but pretty much the 2 things that people have said is to do the sealing or do, like Vertical Walker was saying, it's and Bud, some kind of thing that like rolls right over. No, no Earl Grey this evening. I have a chamomile lavender, so I will not stay awake all night. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because if you don't follow Pin in the Atlas, number 1, you should go follow Pin in the Atlas. They're in my chat, and you can get to their account from them. But I got to hang out with them a few weeks ago. I will be able to hang out with them in another few weeks, and I will have someone safe to go exploring with. And we have some exciting places that we are going. I can't really tell you because we're not supposed to tell you, because then it ruins the surprise. And a giant shout out to Charles, who is funding the next adventure into Death Valley. And I'm waiting. Oh, you guys, Okay. I don't think this is necessarily spoiling anything because I haven't heard word back yet. But I sent an application to get on to a military base to see what's left of Mr. Lemoyne's castle. What? I am so excited. I'm gonna have to check on him again because I don't know how long it takes for things to happen in the military. But um, I filled out this application and hopefully they've never had anybody want to go see where his castle was. But I like all of us are going to think positive right now. We're going to think so positive and that it's going to happen. Especially since all those bad stuff just happened. Seriously, folks, I've had some weird stuff going on lately. Oh, mobile tech. Okay, so hold on. Carrie says I'm screenshotting this. Oh no, I just closed it. Hold on. The best sealer is the elastomeric roof coating. It goes on with a brush or roller. And a can of Flex Seal might be a good Band-Aid for the short-term fix. That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking because life is not so abundant at the moment, but it is going to be abundant. Abundancy is coming. And that was the second thing I have, Philip. Does anybody know what the degree has to be for the caulking? Because I can tell you yesterday and today it was not hot enough. It was not hot enough to caulk. It was not hot enough to set up at all. And this is just a definite, like, real-time example of, wow, maybe, you know, you should not be so, because in all honesty, because that's how I roll, I'm just scared of heights. I'm scared of heights, and that's why I haven't been able to tackle this. Elastic Cool 1000. Okay, screenshotting that one. Because, thank you. I love this sweater. It's like, it's got this weird long neckline that you can like roll up and I can be all like, ooh, look at that. I'm warm. I keep my house relatively cool, not too hot. Just because it's better on the finances. I'm wondering where CJ went. I would give you a CJ shout out. She's a little upset at me at the moment. She did not react well to losing Riley. She was not raised with Riley. She's only lived with Riley for the last 4 years. But I was in California and she stopped eating. And then my brother realized about 3 days in that she would eat treats. So he would take treats to her. She just sat underneath the tree. And so I got home and now she's doing better. I switched her over to some wet food and that seemed to help. I've never been a wet food person, but she wasn't really eating anything. But now that I'm home, she's much happier. But she definitely was affected. And I had heard that, you know, other animals get affected by other animals. I just, you know, had to see it in real time for it to happen. You know what? I will, Vertical Walker. I absolutely will. No joke. I was potentially going to ask my friend Steven to come out of retirement and see if he was not afraid of heights. Surprise! But also, well, and somebody else mentioned I have to put something up there. I'm sure Mobile Tech I'm sure he'll give me the rundown. And it's going to make a great video. I know it will. I am going to give somebody, a good, yeah, you're Steven. Andrea, yours. I thought that today. I was like, I don't know anybody who fixes things. Well, maybe Steven will come out of retirement and climb on my roof and I'll cook dinner. But I won't see you for a few weeks. So I'm teasing. I'm slightly teasing. He's surprised too. Well, aren't that a pair? Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. We all know he's afraid of spiders. At least, well, now we all know. Have I thought about expanding my adventures to Arizona? Yes, I will be in Arizona in December. I will be in Arizona next month for 2 weeks. I will be in the Prescott Valley area, and I will be able to launch from there. And so if you have any places that if there's any places that you would like me to cover, you can just send me an email or send me a DM on Instagram. That's probably the easiest way to get a hold of me. Yes, Adventures with Ellie. Yep, I'm going on Adventures with Ellie. I'm so excited. But I will go places that I can, but I'm sure there's places maybe that are on my list that maybe you'd like to see, and then it's like a win-win. That's definitely how I'm getting into Death Valley, because my friend Charles donated to the gas fund, and then I just reached out and said, hey, I pick one of these. Which one would you like to see? And so we will be going into the middle of Death Valley for that adventure. I'm excited about that. I am not excited. Oh, I got to take a screenshot, Vertical Walker. You're making me take screenshots. So I won't remember that. I am definitely not excited. Is Larry EFX5 still in here? Because if you're in here, you've used OBS before, and I'm just wondering, I feel like I haven't. See, it says you need to set up the broadcast. And it says select. And I keep selecting it. And then it doesn't go. What about this? Does that do anything? No, dang it. Oh my gosh, everybody. Well, okay. That's not going to work. What else do I got for the night? I have a box I'd like to open. Let me go get that. Seriously, I am so sad that, but that's okay. So this is what's going to be happening though. There will be some random live streams. I'm going to have to do this again because in order to start Death Valley Nights, I need my OBS to be working. So if in the next day or two, you will see something that says test. Hi, Casey. It'll say pest live stream. That's what it's going to be. It's not going to be very long because we've been on for a half hour already. It'll just be to be able to test to see if I can get the OBS to connect to my I did put a webcam on my list. I just put a webcam on my list. If the webcam was attached to my computer, I do believe everything would work a little smoother. I'm absolutely aware that yes, but right now I am, in order to, what I'm trying to do, or what I attempted to do this evening, was to use OBS Ninja, grab from my phone, push it to my computer, and pull it up into this window. I have a feeling if I just kind of get the webcam, you know what it could be, Dan? It could be the fact that this is technology I don't know. This is technology I don't know. I have been watching YouTube videos. I attempted to, hi, Charles. You are back. You guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. You guys, okay, look, I got it. I was not expecting this already. I put this on my list. There's no note. I don't know who sent this, but thank you. I mean, I can put this on right now if we wanted. It won't be anything like I want, but like, because I was trying to connect my computer to my television. And we've got, look at this, we've got 15 episodes of this one. We've got a second season and the third season. We are set for 15, 30, 45 weeks. That's almost a year. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? We're going to watch Death Valley Days every week. And we're going to talk about what's true and what's not. We're going to talk about what's Hollywood. And then I'm going to drive and go to the places. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I know this may or may not make sense to you guys. I can see it. I just need to connect the OBS. Curses. Reagan was not the first guy. Reagan came at the end. Ronald Reagan came at the very end. See, Death Valley Days was started as a radio show. So the history of Death Valley Days started as a radio show, and it was started so you would hear the tales of the Wild West and the wild Death Valley, and then you would want to go to the National Monument, because most things in our life is marketing. I hate to be the spoiler about it, but a lot of the things that we love all come from marketing. And so that it was started as a radio show. Yes, Charles, that's the episode number 4. And yes, Dan, I 100% absolutely enjoy living it more than just watching it. But this is my idea. This is an idea that will add to me going places, and it allows me to bring content to you while I am earning the funds to go places. I do not make money. We've talked about this. I make maybe $100 a month, and everything else for the last 2 years has been my bank account. And I have sponsored everything other than what I make on YouTube, and a giant shout out to all of you who have generously supported this public broadcasting. Because I can name you, not that I need to name all of you, but you all know who you are. And I need a sugar daddy. that would be all of the people that I have got sugar daddies and sugar mamas on a regular basis, I guess. I don't know. I need a sugar daddy. What do you say that? You made me blush. Look at you. Oh. And yes, there is a Jenny episode. Should we start with the Jenny episode? I didn't want to start with the Jenny episode. I was gonna just roll into it. But there is a Jenny episode, and she's a claim jumper. She's a claim jumper. Something else is in this box though. So let's just pause for a second because yes, this is awesome. This is going to allow me to make more content to add to my weekly adventures of hiking or history so that I can reach 10,000 subscribers, because that's where we're going. Is I need to reach 10,000 subscribers, and from 10,000 subscribers I need 100,000, but 10,000 is where you start making a regular paycheck, and that's where we need to be. So, but let's just talk for a second what else is in this. Too much baggage with a sugar daddy, says Casey. I love you guys. I absolutely love that you're in my comments debating this, talking about this. It's very sweet. But let me tell you what else is in this box. And all of you know that I live with my brother, right? And my brother is a disabled combat veteran. 2 tours in Iraq and Hurricane Katrina, where he earned just as many medals as he did in Iraq. And that I am living here and I work about 25 hours a week helping with the children and homeschooling, cooking, just stuff, right? And when my brother lost his service dog a week ago or so, he kind of went into a giant funk. Now, my brother discovered during the lockdown that he really, really enjoys Legos. Now, I have my nephew who loves Legos and my niece who enjoys Legos. She doesn't actually love them, but she was having fun. But my brother realized that he gets a lot of relief from building Legos. Now, before anybody pipes in and is, and starts, potentially judging, complex PTSD is a unique thing. I have it myself, to be fair and honest, but my brother has it different and worse from war. And the fact that he discovered Legos like calm his anxiety, and he's creative. He is creative with his Legos. I'm sure if you saw my fair video, he put art into our local fair and won a ribbon for his Lego photography. And when I was up in Oregon visiting family in August, he created a Lego page on Facebook, which was surprising to me because I had no idea that that's where he was going. So now every day he forces himself to take his Legos and create either a scene or a mini movie or some kind of comic relief, I guess you could say, by pictures or stop action animation. And it's called Desert Brick Builders. You can find the link below in my description, I believe. If not, I'll add it after the live stream. If you want to follow his little adventures. And yeah, he's creating art with Legos. And so I put on my list for him a Lego set. And I told my brother, hey, if I get a Lego set, would you make a video with me? And you guys, look what came. It is a C-47 Chinook helicopter. And so whoever purchased this for my brother, I love you and thank you. This, because my brother's not on my channel. He helps me all the time. He's always giving me ideas and he's always saying, hey, do this, try this. But I told him we're going to have to make a video together. and now it's happening. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let's see. I have to go back and read some comments for a second. Let me just go backwards. Philip, Philip asked, will my brother get another service dog from Veteran Affairs? I will say, not at this moment. Oh, Pin! Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I love you guys. They're the best. I tell you, they took me camping and then we just hung out and didn't do any video. Aw. I don't have my little song. I got little songs I usually play. And oh, the Bullets to Bricks is the actual nonprofit for veterans building Legos. Desert Brick Builders, I guess I don't have the link down there. You can find them on Facebook. And thank you, Robert. Isn't his page interesting? He has a really interesting sense of humor. Like, for Halloween, because he has a whole town called Dustville. And like last week, he had Joe Dirt racing somebody else. I forget who. Then he turned the Lego store into a Halloween spirit store because he figured out how to print out stickers to make bulletin boards in his town. And then he creates scenes and just has photography. But really what it does is it engages his brain, obviously, and it's artistic. Albeit every once in a while he comes up with some kind of interesting. I was like, oh, that might not be PC anymore, but that's okay. It's solely PC for veterans usually. Oh, Casey's son, it was woodworking. Amazing. Infantry 3 tour is not the same kid that left. I know, Casey. We kind of talked about this before, and we've talked about this. There's veterans in my chat right now that aren't the same people that they were when they left. It's not. And trauma just, trauma affects everybody. Everybody. You know? I admitted on one of my videos that I have crippling anxiety on times. And there was a time where I didn't even leave the house. And that wasn't that long ago. And someone left me a comment and said, oh my gosh, my wife heard this and she's struggling with this right now. And just watching your videos gives her some hope that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And there really is. And that's partially why I started the channel, is because we need more happy in life. We need more happy. We need more smiles. But don't get it twisted. I have complex PTSD and I have some issues that I'm constantly working on. I just don't talk about them on my channel. Because that's not what we're here for. We did not come for let's channel. Maybe on my JenniGives more. I can get into that. Oh, and thank you, Casey. Charles X said a few years ago, I did a few loads out of Fort Eustis and was looking over at 47 they were rebuilding in the hangar. Oh, if they weren't so wide, you would turn one of these, the Chinook, into a... Oh, I got distracted. Hold on a second. RJ2Noi1. $10. Here's my cover charge, inclusive my veterans discount for attending your Death Valley nights. Better than any club I attended decades ago. Oh, yeah. Well, just wait. When JenniGives More reaches 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to go live there and we can have dance parties. That would be super fun. I can play music. I can make a playlist and we can have some dance parties. Could set up the rollers. Oh man. Oh yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. When Charles said he would turn one of these into an RV, how cool would that be to live in a helicopter? I've seen them. I didn't get to go to the air show last weekend. I kind of was a little nervous about going to the air show. I was like, it's millions of people. But I'm so excited. This will be going on the JenniGives More channel for sure. You're going to watch me and my brother build a Lego Chinook. And then I'm going to make, we'll have to make a little film after that. Loyal says, I don't know if people realize that unless they specify gift, the recipient won't know who sends a gift. Yeah, I don't know. I also think sometimes people like to just be anonymous. Because every once in a while people want to be anonymous and then I accidentally unanonymous them. I unanonymous them by accident. So maybe they're just anonymous on purpose. But yes, my brother at this moment does not want another service dog. He is feeling like, oh no, what happens when that new one dies? But I just sat him down and reminded him that dogs have been companions for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. They do have a different lifespan than a human. That's just the way it is. And that the sacrifices that my brother went through, he deserves to have another best friend. And I made him cry when I said that. So I think that hit home a little bit, but I just know he needs some time. There were quite a few veterans who had left messages on the post when I had said, hey, I need to take a pause from Vlogtober, that said, I haven't been able to replace my dog either. And I send you the most love. Absolutely. And Bud just did a drive-by, even though I've been talking about him the whole time, because he's the one who said to bring the roll, I think. So Bud said hi and bye. And I will let you say what we spoke about if you'd like. Pin, I completely don't even, you know me and my little brain, I just lily pad jumped over like 2 different subjects, so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to talk about. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, PF said to quote Steven Tyler in an Aerosmith song, remember the light at the end of the tunnel just might be you. What song is that? That's a great quote. I am the little light on the end of the tunnel. I know this because you tell me this. Everyone does. Every one of my viewers. I have the most amazing viewers. I know I will get more viewers and they will be just as amazing with the chunk of you that have been with me. Some of you for a few weeks, some of you for 2 years. Absolutely, we are a little tribe. We are a little tribe. And isn't it weird that's how the world works these days? You know, because this little black scrying mirror in front of you is how everyone connects. And just like, you know, when I lose someone, like I haven't heard from Joe in a minute. I miss Joe. I don't know where Joe went. Somebody was mean to Joe on my channel. And then Joe got his feelings hurt. So Joe, if you're watching, we miss and love you. Oh, Oh, goodbye, Larry. Oh, about the anxiety. Oh, yes. That's the other thing. I love Andrea. Andrea, I'll call her and I'll be like, this is like the weirdest thing. I just don't even know what's going on. And all of a sudden, like, what's happening? I'm having panic attacks. And Andrea's like, how old are you? What's going on with your body? what, what's happening? And I'm just like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, that lovely M word. Oh, the song is called Amazing. And yes, my brother will prevail about the pets because people are leaving. I'm reading the comments. I realize somebody might be listening and not watching me. And this too shall pass. Aw, Glenn, I can't. We all carried you through the pandemic. I know that was scary time, wasn't it? It was scary times. I said the P word. I don't normally talk about the P word. And that too will pass. That's why I have faith. I have absolute faith in my brother that everything will pass and it's going to be okay. It's absolutely going to be okay. I know Junior has ADHD too. And we talk about that. And that's the thing that always, and I hope, I can tell from the comments, that's exactly how you folks are feeling at home, is that we just, the world that most of us were born into doesn't really exist anymore. And that can be a struggle for folks these days. And there's a lot of grieving that can happen. And there's not necessarily a whole lot of excitement necessarily about what's coming down the pipeline. But we all should remember we're not alone. We're not alone. You know, I'm giving this advice, so I take it myself. So I absolutely take it myself. So, and let's see, not making fun, but high anxiety. No, I've never seen that Mel Brooks movie, and I'm absolutely putting that on my list right now. Because there's a movie about anxiety that Mel Brooks made. Oh my God, I have to see that. And it's absolutely good to unplug from socials. The only thing is that my job is social. But those of you who've been with me long enough know that I do unplug and that I'll disappear and die. Di, who's a local woman who we've just been missing each other at the times where I'm supposed to be out public and I end up not being there, and we're gonna go have lunch here one day, but she just reached out the other night and was just like, hey, I haven't seen you in a minute, are you doing okay? And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm just trucking along. Here I am. And that's why I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna do this live because it's not going to practice on its own, right? I'm not going to be able to figure out how to work it if I never just try to figure out how to work it. And good night, Vertical Walker. And yes, I'm keeping this to an hour today. We are absolutely we're all gonna say good night here in just a few minutes and have a wonderful night tomorrow or tonight, and good luck at work tomorrow. And what's your favorite video of my own? Now I'll answer that last question from PF before we go here. I have a couple favorite videos. Geez, okay. Hold on a second. Let's look at my channel. Let me look at my videos so I can see. Because I know I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say the right one. Well, okay. The Death Valley Junction videos. are some of my most favorite videos because I absolutely adore and I'm an ambassador for Death Valley Junction. I'm probably most proud of that series of the cemetery video. Um, and I will, the part 2, which is coming, of the cemetery video. I also, I don't know, that's, oh, geez, yeah. I feel like as soon as I get off the live stream, I'm going to be like, oh, that's my favorite video. Oh, because as I'm looking, I'm thinking like, because almost every video is my favorite video because I got to go somewhere. I got to do something. I got to discover history. Oh my gosh. Mr. Lemoyne's grave. Mr. Lemoyne's grave. That is one of my absolute favorite videos. Is Mr. Lemoyne's grave. And going there and cleaning his grave and creating him a headstone. And when Bobby comes to town, Bobby is coming to town to visit. We are going to go and hike out to the grave's headstone and see if the headstone survived the winter and the floods, to see what happened there. Make sure his grave is still protected. That's an absolute favorite video of mine. But as I'm just kind of scrolling through here, looking at stuff, I'm thinking, you know, I love being a cinematographer. I love being the editor. I might complain to my friends that it's hard sometimes, but that's only because I have to learn. I'm constantly having to learn, because to do everything, you just have to constantly keep learning. But I love that I get to make videos because, you know, I'm not rolling in the dough like Mr. Beast, yes. But you know what? It took Mr. Beast 7 years to become that popular. Do any of you even know who Mr. Beast is? I should say. Maybe not. And even other people in my genre. It took Sarah Jane, I think, 7 years to reach 100,000, I believe. And once you reach the 10,000, then you start trucking up. Like my friend, like Pin. As soon as you hit the 10, then it becomes a little bit easier to start clicking forward. But now let's go back and see what people are saying. And bye, Josh. And PF knows Mr. Beast, and he knows his early vids. Like, obviously, I don't do content like Mr. Beast, and there's another kid on Instagram. Jimmy is his name. That's the thing that I love about Mr. Beast, and I love about Jimmy, and there's another man, Charlie, is that if I had the money coming in like they have coming in, equally money would be flowing out. That's the thing I love about Mr. Beast, and I love about some of those channels, is that that the flow rate of things coming through is so great that they can, this one guy I follow on Instagram, his name is Jimmy, that's all I remember. He just goes around asking people for help. He pretends like he needs help. He pretends like, hey, I could you help me? I need $1 to buy, this item at the store. He'll walk around Walmart. And then there's usually a few people who are like, no, I don't want to help you. But then the person that helps him, he turns around and gives him $1,000. Things like that. Like, how cool would that be to be able to go and be like, oh my gosh, yeah, here, you can come with me and let's go here. Or, wow, you need this and I can give this to you. I don't know. We're babbling now because it's the end of the hour. It's the end of the hour. It happens like that. It happens like that. And thank you. I am finding my voice. I appreciate that you're noticing that. And thank you very much. I definitely appreciate because my voice is a little different, which as everybody's is, because there's not anybody like you in the entire world. You are what makes today special. Me too. Exactly. Yes, I am still going to do an online store. I signed up for Etsy, and then Etsy is not the place where I need to be. So then my brother and I signed up for uh, eBay, and we are in the process of taking the pictures now because I realized that eBay is a better fit for me because there would be people who might stumble on the listing naturally because I have a lot of, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But I totally forgot to make that announcement. That will be here in just like, I'm going to start with just 1 or 2 items and we'll go from there. Glenn, 2 things. 1, Glenn, he doesn't feel like he wants to get a service dog at the moment because he's still so hurt, but I am pushing to remind him that he deserves to get another service dog. And yes, Dan, thank you very much. I really try not to worry about that green stuff. I really try not to. I really try not to because the Lord provides. The Lord provides. It's just it's a little struggle right now. That's all. So that's all. So, but yes. But geez, I did who I could have go, you know, what did that guy won like $1 billion the other day? That's crazy. What does somebody do with that much money? And oh, that's fun. The pool party live was lots of fun. Yes, Bernie. I'll have to see about that. Well, definitely. I live in the gold and silver territory. No need to worry about fiat currency. Oh, geez. I live in Nye County, the only county in the. Oh man, we are a weird county. Let me tell you. I wasn't joking. I should make a video called "The Things That Realtors Won't Tell You About Nye County." But with all of that being said, I want to say thank you for a successful, not successful run of my OBS software. I would like to make a reminder that I will be doing a couple quick tests because I have to get this software running in order for us to do Death Valley nights. That will be an added series, and I will be making an announcement, doing a small poll, because I want to know just kind of the timing. I'm going to pick a night that works good for me, and then I'm just going to ask kind of where everybody lands, whether like 5 p.m. is better than 7, that kind of thing. And I'm pretty sure everybody smashed that like button. Absolutely, they smashed the like button. And thank you so much for my donations. And that just keeps the train rolling. And I like, and Jay Jr. says, he likes his Fiat 500. They were great cars. And yes, elastomeric. I will look that up. I took screenshots for the 2 things. Oh, Rocket McGreen. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for funding. Now we can go twice into Death Valley. That's exactly. Yeah, Rocket. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That just took a lot of pressure off. That actually is probably going to fix the roof. No joke. It's going to go to fixing the roof. I just realized, equally as putting gas in my car. So I'm going to split it. But we got this. We got a lot of love. And I'll see you tomorrow with a video of me fixing my hitch receiver. And I think I still have a hike video left. I'm not exactly sure. But have a wonderful evening, everyone. And it's time to say goodnight. So, Taro, I'm saying goodnight. Why are you coming in here at the last minute to say hi? I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you. Loyal. All right. Doubleday, Clements, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. I don't know how that goes. And have a wonderful night. Love you all. Oh, remember to be grateful. Make good choices in your own adventures. And I will catch you on the flip side. Night, Dan.